Hi, this is T Max. So, what I'm going to be talking about today is how your consciousness exists on three different planes. So, those are the causal plane, that's where you're fully realized particles. It's also the astral plane, where you have planets, but they're not as solid as here. They're really, everything's made of light, so you create instantly. And the physical plane, which is the one we're in right now. So the purpose of introducing this is how you can open the doorway to these planes of existence. You're actually living simultaneously in these different ones in different forms right now. And so as we do that activation and open that doorway, you can then access yourself in the astral plane. You have a consciousness and energy there, and you can access yourself in the causal plane. Again, you have consciousness and energy there as well. So the full extent that you are is multidimensional. You're existing in all these places all at once, but usually in the physical, you're not really aware of the other ones. So to expand out into those other planes, you get all the benefits of those capabilities and those lifestyles. And you can actually start to integrate them here. So when you do this, why would you want to do this? It's to make reality fun. These are the source code, these planes are the source code for this plane. So from the perspective of I exist on those other planes, as I open that doorway and go in there, I can start to manipulate reality and make it fun. It's something I can modify, it's not fixed anymore. So let's start with the causal plane. What is it like? When you live there, it's beyond the need for planets. You're fully realized particles. And so let me give an example. When you live in fully realized particles, you're sharing different forms. You take a form just to share a story or to, communicate with other beings. But we can bring causal energy here. So when I am, as an example, causality, I bring in more presence. Causality. Yeah. And you can feel I'm adding more presence, clarity, the feeling of truth that aligns things, and knowing. So, can anyone experience that right now? Is anyone picking up on causal energy?
Yes. It's like when you bring your higher self essence in your body.
Yeah, can you feel it?
Yes, I can feel it.
It's amazing.
Yeah. What qualities do you feel?
Everything like expanding, tingling, I don't know.
Yeah,
Grounding,
exactly. So
more
your
awareness.
Clarity. So let's say you wanted to meditate on something, you can now bring in causal presence to bring more clarity to what it is in the big picture. Or if you're having a conflict with someone, you bring in causal, it'll bring in the big picture because you're going to the root, two planes below this one, and bringing that energy in, it just kind of clarifies everything. Okay, so that's causality on. Now there's more you can do drawing on the full energy of causal because you can form things and then dissolve them. So you can actually do that here. The more and more you embody causal, everything becomes something you can manifest directly, literally. That would be a really fun application of it. The more fully you embody with causal, the more you can clarify things and have things orchestrated the way you want in your life. Things flow better. And it also brings things up that you need to work on. So it'll help flush out those spaces that you still have not filled with light. It'll bring that to the surface. So it's very graceful. There's a lot of grace to it as well. So the other quality of causal is it brings more space. So let's say I want to be a really good listener. I can go inward through the doorway to causal and create a spaciousness so I can be very, very present with you. Does So do you feel that? I'm going, let's make more and more space. It makes more space for you to experience yourself. So again, creating more space, you can now have a deeper experience because you're adding more depth and layers without having to do anything, just being that. So going inward into causal is a really good quality as well. Now the next plane, astral, let's look at that, how it's different. Astral, you have unlimited fuel. You're very energized, you're magnetic, and it's very good for action. If I need to do something, I need to have energy, energize my body, or inspire someone else to do something, I'll do astral. So let's give an example. How do I step into astral? So I have like astral T, kind of think of it next to me, T max. Okay, that's me as astral. And I kind of just step over into it because it's a whole reality with a different energy system. Okay, so now I'm getting in more astral energy. Level up. Level up. And I'm just charging up more and more astral. Can you feel, does anyone feel the energy charge going up, up, astral, astral? Okay, so the qualities of astral is it's going to be energizing. It can energize the cells, energize the body. I can feel unlimited, like I can do anything. So you have planets on astral, but there's no hard work. You just think a thought and it materializes things directly from your thinking. So the more you work with astral, the more quickly or instantly you can get something to happen. You may need causal to align it to make sure it could go through, but then astral can have things happen for you more quickly. So, for example, let's say I want to feel more younger. The astral energy charging on my cells is going to, over time, the more I embody it, it'll actually make my body look younger. When I was in my late 30s, I traveled around in a van again, and I had embodied astral energy, and everyone thought I was a college student. I was in my 20s because I was running so much astral energy. So it actually is like rejuvenating to your cells. Astral makes up the chakra system and the meridians and the energy lines in the body, and the circulation of chi is astral energy. So when you bring in energy, it improves your health, the astral energy. So without causal and astral, without these planes, you have less awareness. You're paying attention to your senses and to objects. And when you try and do something, you have to kind of cycle through experiences. It takes many, many more days to get a project done. You're not going to just have the whole thing download at once. Whereas working in causal and astral, you can just sort of download the solution directly from the everything. And so by opening the doorways to these other planes, you're discovering your true self living on the other planes. And then you can actually have that as a resource, those versions of you, different forms, and you can just embody them. And the knowledge and things you're creating, you can download them. So it takes you out of being kind of at the mercy of awakening. Right now, like if you're going through an awakening process, awakening energy sort of hit you and you're not in charge. But when you open the doorway, you're the one that's sending the awakening energies as well as the one receiving it. So you kind of synchronize yourself with the whole awakening process.